move forward. Those are my comments. Thank you.
Okay. Seeing no other comments, we'll call the question, please.
Wait.
Oh, ma'am. Okay, I'll let you go ahead.
Yeah. What is the, what are we doing here? Where are we?
The motion is for this, what's on the screen.
Oh, what's on the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great. Thank you.
You got it. Go ahead.
Supervisor Arnold?
Yes.
Chairperson Pashang?
Yes.
Supervisor Gibson?
No.
Supervisor Ortiz-Legg?
Yes.
And Supervisor Paulding?
No.
Great. We are now moving on to
No,
item.
Mr. Chairman, I'd
Yes,
like to
sir.
make a motion to approve this resolution of item 7 with the following change to the third whereas.
We've already passed this, sir.
No, we have a motion that failed.
I don't believe, I think this is,
Item number
she
7.
voted. Yes,
I voted for yes with taking the second paragraph out, but
Yes.
it states in the first paragraph.
She voted
You
yes.
voted for all these
yes,
changes?
she did.
Yes,
Sorry,
3
sir,
of us
the vote
did.
is over.
Yes.
We're going to be moving on now to the next item, which is item 18. Thank you, Dawn.
Sorry. Well, this is, Debbie, you said today was a first, and this is going to be a first, I'm afraid. But I have to do it, and that is that I have to reconsider item 7 that I voted on in regarding to the speech on hate, bigotry, et cetera. The part that I didn't recognize was, excuse me, gentlemen.
If we could have silence, please, in the chambers. Thank you.
Yeah, it's that I didn't realize that there was a second portion that had been also blocked out in regards to the resolution. So I am asking to reconsider, and I understand the extent of the changes, and I should have done that. That's my mistake, and I'm embarrassed about that, but I'm asking for a reconsideration of that resolution. So so then what do I do?
So you're making a motion to reconsider?
Yes.
That's the first motion on
Yes.
item 7.
That's
So you
correct.
can,
Is there a second? Second. We have a motion and a second, and this is a reconsideration of item 7. So this was, the motion was made by Debbie Arnold, myself seconded it, and it was to agree to those changes. So with that, is there any discussion on reconsidering that motion?
Well, I think that we have to make that motion? and then-
so you're right, procedurally, you need to make the motion to reconsider, and then if that motion
Yeah.
passes, then you can have a new or different motion or the same motion with regard to item 7.
Correct. Yes. So,
So there's a motion on the floor.
Yeah.
With a second.
Is there a second?
I seconded.
We have a motion and a second. Discussion. Supervisor Paulding,
Oh, I support the reconsideration. Thank you.
Supervisor Arnold.
This is a first.
I know,
I've never
told
had this
ya.
happen before. I have conflict between, hey, we had all the debating going on, and that was the time to make the decision.
I'll
and we
make it
made
quick.
But, and my conflict is then, now you want to change your mind, and
No.
I don't even know. I guess you have a right to change your mind. I just feel like at some point that vote, that's where the rubber meets the road, is during the vote, when we are discussing and backing and forthing. So somehow you rethought it after we were finished with our debate, and I have no way to
well,
discuss it again with you. But then I do respect if that's what you want to do, I'll agree with the reconsideration.
well, perhaps I can explain that based on, I only thought the changes were at the very top. I didn't recognize that there was changes at the bottom. And so that's the part that took my attention. And I didn't find that out until after the break. And so that was important. So I appreciate you giving me the ability to do that. And but I want to keep the basis of what we were discussing for the most part in there. So can we have a vote, please?
If I may.
Under discussion,
Yeah.
Supervisor
Thank you, Chair.
Paulding.
I may chime in. I didn't realize there were changes at the bottom either. So I'm happy that we're reconsidering this. Thank you.
Supervisor Gibson, your microphone's
Yes.
on. Go right ahead.
No, I'm just ready to vote. Let's get this done.
Okay, so we have a motion to reconsider. We have a second. Call the question.
Supervisor Ortiz-Legg?
Yes.
Supervisor Gibson?
Yes.
Supervisor Paulding?
Yes.
Supervisor Arnold?
Yes.
And Chairperson Pashang?
No. I don't want to reconsider.
Well, it's Dawn reconsidering. I don't expect that you're reconsidering. I'm just saying I'm conflicted with when someone says, I didn't
Understand.
want that
Yeah.
vote to be on record.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Supervisor Ortiz-Legg.
Thank you. So what I would like to reconsider is that the paragraph that I had the most problem with, and I felt that was not representative of the Templeton community. And I think that that was the piece. So where the one amendment that I was supporting is, whereas the county has observed instances of hate and bigotry, and then have it go to taking out on the Vineyard Drive freeway overpass in Templeton, taking that out completely, and then having it go just directly into, including a recent display of banners supporting white supremacy. These disturbing expressions of racism have no place in San Luis Potosí County and have shocked the conscience of the Board of Supervisors and the community we serve. And then it can just continue on. I mean, that second, the paragraph that's the second, that's already said earlier, that's redundancy, and I'm okay with taking that out, but that's not necessary. What the part that I really wanted to take out was the part about the Vineyard Drive freeway overpass in Templeton, because the one piece that I really feel strongly about is that it's not the community of Templeton. It just happens to be a freeway amongst our county, and it could happen at any freeway overpass. It's more about the expressions that were expressed there and keeping that in. And also, I wanted to make sure that we kept in the piece and the bottom part, which is talking about the public commenters on May 16th and their courage for speaking out against hate and bigotry. That's really important. And if I would have known that that was smacked out, I wouldn't have voted for that. And so because we did it on that, and I was hasty because I wanted to make sure the Templeton piece was out. So that's my suggestion.
To clarify, if I might, Mr. Chair,
Certainly, Mr. Gibson.
Supervisor Ortiz-Legg, is your motion then to approve item 7, striking the words "on the Vineyard Drive freeway overpass in Templeton" and leaving the rest the same?
Correct.
I'll second that.
We have a motion, a second. Further discussion? I'll just add that if we're going to include in the recent display of banners supporting white supremacy, I mean, Mr. Paulding brought it up, the Ku Klux Klan activity in Arroyo Grande. I mean, it gets, and maybe you don't want to say Arroyo Grande, but there is activity in South County. So I just don't think that this whole paragraph should be in there. I just don't think it should be in there. I mean, we have activity, we know that, and we are standing against racism based on, regardless of race, color, natural origin, ancestry, religion, sex, gender identification, expression, sexual orientation, age, disability, or any other protected class characteristic.
Let's call the question.
With that, I'm going to call the question.
Supervisor Ortiz-Legg.
Yes.
Supervisor Gibson.
Yes.
Supervisor Paulding.
Yes.
Supervisor Arnold.
Nope.
And Chairperson Pashang.
No. Okay. Anything else we'd like to redo? Moving on then. So we're going to hearing item 54, and I'd ask the